Hey guys, so I wanted to come on here and really discuss the episode on SNL, the cold opening. For everybody that doesn't really know what SNL is about, they do cold openings in the beginning of the show. And it's usually dealing with politics or something that's like a real trendy hot topic. And what I saw this weekend on SNL was a little bit appalling. And I'm going to talk about it and just sit back and, enjoy, because I have a lot to say about it. So let's talk, shall we? Hey guys, this is your girl, Miss Analytical. I'm coming to you straight out of NYC on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that viewed the Justin Bieber video. It was something that was unplanned. But a lot of y'all comments, I'm not going to lie, was really off the chain. And some of them were very, spot on observations. And I just want to give a shout out to everybody that viewed it and posted a comment. The views have over 100 plus. It's actually approaching like 180. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. So I wanted to talk about the sketch that was on SNL, the cold open. And I explained it. The cold open is like the episode, the sketch that comes on before the show opens when they say live from New York is Saturday night. So I had a feeling that it was going to be about Kanye West's visit to the White House. And I made a video about that I posted yesterday morning. And in the video, I did discuss about, who would have ever thought that Kanye West would be a supporter of somebody like Trump? Now, in the sketch, they're going to do parodies. And it opens where it says, live on C-SPAN, it's the Donald Trump meeting, President Trump meeting with rapper Kanye West and football legend Jim Brown. Now, they put some of the bulletin points of what the meeting was going to be about: education, politics, and then they talk about certain things like alternate space, different things like it became like a parody, like a joke. So you knew right in there and there they was going to hit below the belt. Now, you see Kanye West talking, and he's talking, and Jim Brown doesn't say a lot in the sketch. But what I thought was very interesting was that they really did a good job with writing the parody, making a parody out of it. They did a good job with that. I will give SNL that. But what I thought was really horrible in a sense was it seemed like they dressed it up as Kanye West versus Jim Brown. Old slave, as in Jim Brown, because he represents the old black wealth of the 60s and the 70s and the 80s, versus new slave, as in Kanye West, which he represents like the 2000s, the 2010s. So it was more like Kanye West is in his own world, being his own show. But Jim Brown, he didn't have anything to say, but he was thinking and thinking some slick stuff about Kanye in his mind. And it was more like he was disgusted sitting next to Kanye West than being at the White House with a person that, if you know about Jim Brown, he was a militant person off the football field. But in his old age, he want to serve this man who has said some of the most appalling stuff. Okay? Now, according to CNN, it says SNL tackles President Trump's meeting with Kanye West. Alec Baldwin's Donald Trump was back on the Saturday Night Live stage, and this time he brought Kanye West with him. Well, at least Chris Redd's version of Kanye West. The NBC variety show opened Saturday night's episode by tackling President Trump's meeting with West and football legend Jim Brown, who was played by Kenan Thompson earlier this week. Thank you all for joining us today for this important discussion. It is in no way a publicity stunt, Baldwin Trump said. Reds West said that he flew to the meeting using the power of his Make America Great Again hat. He then went into a long speech about different dimensions and universes that quickly went off the rails. Oh, this guy might be cuckoo, Baldwin Trump said. I've been in rooms with Dennis Rodman and Kim Jong-un, and they made a lot more sense than him. Baldwin Trump then started to think that West possibly reminded him of someone. He doesn't stop. He doesn't listen to anyone but himself. Who does he remind me of? Trump's inner monologue said, oh my God, he's black me. Thompson Brown was also listening to West talk and felt a little concerned for himself. Oh my Lord, what have I gotten myself into? Thompson Brown said, I've played football with a leather helmet and my brain is still working better than his. Baldwin Trump started to think that all of this could be good for him because Kanye made Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh look calm and collected. So in conclusion, 13th Amendment, Chirac, trap doors lead to the Unabomber, male energy, Trump is my dad, Hillary Clinton's a woman, and the media needs to start making this president look good, Reds West said, wrapping up his speech. He then hugs Baldwin Trump, calling him my new dad. I love you, Kanye, Baldwin Trump responded. We have a lot more in common than people know. We're both geniuses. We're definitely both married to beautiful women. And we both definitely have been recorded saying the N-word. Now, in the sketch, I'm going to point two things out. Pete Davidson, who I made a video about where he was criticizing the new Kanye West and said, make Kanye West 2006 again. He was in the sketch as a reporter. And it was a line that Kanye West says, and he looks on and joking, and the camera pans in on his face. And it was basically mocking what he said about his criticism of Kanye West on last week's episode of SNL. But at the end, when he hugged him, when they hugged each other, what CNN left out is that Baldwin Trump checks his wallet, his pocket to see, oh, do I have my wallet? To make a scene, because it was that joke like, oh, black people like to pick wallets. So that sketch had a lot of racist connotation to it. Now, it was written well. I will give them that. But I didn't like the fact that it was like the two slaves meeting with the president. The old slave being Jim Brown and the new slave being Kanye West. But at the same time, I thought to myself, that's how it looked when it was depicted. When I saw it on the news, I was like, yo, it's like two slaves. The old slave is quiet. He done lived. He got a cane. He looked like he can't do any work on the plantation. But the new slave, Kanye, he got all the energy. He wants to impress Massa. And Massa is Trump. I know it's weird, but who would have ever thought? And that whole thing with Kanye West saying the alternate universe, as weird as it sounds, he might got some points to it. Because if you think about it, like I said, who would have ever thought Kanye West would be cool with Trump? If you go back 10 years ago, you would have thought that he would be the very first one to call him out. So while things may seem weird, we got to look at it in another form. We got to think to ourselves, it is what it is. But, what I will say is that, do I think it's a business move? To a point, I do. But I still think that he likes this man and he's making up for lost time because he didn't get a chance to hang out with Obama. He got played by Obama. He got played by Jay-Z and Beyonce. And I think he's also doing this to get back at Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Obama. And as far as Jim Brown, it makes you wonder, was he really down for the community? You understand? You got to ask yourself that. And on that note, this is your girl, Miss Analytical. I am signing off. Make sure to hit up my page. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, share this video, comment, and like. Thank you. And I will be back shortly.